back. Thank you for the break time. Eat Blame. Welcome. Hello. Yes, Blabs, you're welcome too. Where you going? We're going after Liquid. Gotta let me equip my shotgun. You're just gonna move me there? Gotta let me equip my shotgun here. Drop in. Come on. Need my shotgun. Air shotgun. Try to pepper him. I don't have the shotgun. We don't get to pick gear. Nice. Okay, what do I have? I have my rubber bullets on the assault rifle.
Welcome to Amateur Hour.
Maybe I'll accidentally launch a grenade at him. Hey, Quad. Thank you for the host. Hello. Diamond. So, I guess we're gonna use the arc. It's messy. The shotgun, so much easier to hit him with. This kid is fast. I can't effectively use smoke or sleep on him, can I? I don't think. Little bastard is fast. And I'm not going to be able to use the dot sight effectively. Hear him? Hey! I wonder if this stun damage, is it cumulative? Or do I have to do enough in a short period? Snake. Cute. Might all be for naught if I have to get him enough times quickly. Shotguns makes that possible. Subsequent hits with the shotgun are not that hard. Snake. Oh, he was stunned. Okay. That sucks. They're gonna temporarily take effect. Oh, he's a little shit. My shotgun. Yo, Bob, you're stunned, he's not stunned. I am stunned, he's not stunned. Oh, fuck you, Snake, come on. And Snake's hurting. That's just silly. Can I get my shotgun? Ah, stop with that already. Jeez. You see where he is? No, 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 you little shit. Okay, see him. Hopefully he'll stay there long enough. See if we can get him with a headshot, and if that stuns him, he's moving. No? There you go, you shit.
Has that brat finally accepted that he lost? Hopefully now he'll be a bit more obedient.
Our team is actually high enough. Probably is not. Teams are so wrecked. Hey, we still can. Look at that. 36 minutes, we'll be able to Fulton children. Hello, Bob. Man. Petrol bomb, huh?
Roger. This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ.
For spotting diamonds. Maybe this is the mission I was thinking of, where D-Walker lets you race to the spot where you can find him. So, like, take D-Walker again in what is probably an inappropriate situation. Again. We customize D-Walker first. Setting 1. Bolton Ballista. Welcome back. Let me, I was wrong about the previous mission. When I brought D-Walker, I was wondering if it was something I had in my head. Different mission, apparently. I'm wondering again, is this the mission? It's an absurdly quick mission, the one I'm thinking of. You basically race to the spot, grab the guy, get out, boop, done.
A member of the intel unit has gotten a lead on the epidemic that's crippling Mother Base.
For a main op, it's weird. It's kind of like a side op.
The PF in his operation area.
But is it this one?
At the guard post on the western end of the mine. Boss, we need you to get him out ASAP. Right now, he's only linked to the root cause of the epidemic.
Doing.
Be careful down there, boss.
Just bring it and see what happens. I want to pick someone up. Being able to catch air with D-Walker, pretty sweet. And I get spotted right up here. Let's see if there's...
That's where the target is being held.
What the fuck is that? Is that a robot? What is that? Hold still, you guys. Jeez. I'm not attacking you. You could hold still. Look at him freaking out. You're throwing grenades at D-Walker? Holy shit.
Buddy.
They do not like D-Walker. And it's making them all twitchy, too.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Alright, you know, we're gonna need lots of replacement troops. We'll worry about firing people later. Pretty much my ammo. D-Walker, you still alive?
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Ahead of mine. Nice. Alright, where, I don't think this is the mission I was thinking of, but going a little crazy, so.
The target is being held captive in the guard post on the western end of the mine. Check the VI to see where the target is.
Something a little different. Air! Shit! No, you're coming. Navigational issues. Control issues.
Boss got an emergency report from the intel team. A vehicle has fled the guard post heading northwest. The prisoner at the wheel appears to be the target. Did he escape on his own? The target is no longer at the designated position. Find that vehicle fast. Target. He got out on his own. Boss, cover his escape, then extract him once the coast
I'm
is
trying.
clear.
Hey, I need my prompts here. Can I can't do that? I can't put them on Walker?
I know where they got their pathogen. Code Talker.
Can I go?
They have the mansion surrounding the old man. Die if you find him.
It's a cliff. Show me a
got it.
cliff.
Our other man got me out of that mansion. Act as your shield. Get this intel to the boss. They have them now. Somewhere.
Mission complete. And the target safe. Time to figure out what the hell is behind this epidemic.
Oh, still not the one I was thinking of, but good. It's all good. You Walker helped.
Amazing. Mission complete. That right there is why you're the best, boss. The one and only.
Celery is okay. Wrong with celery. Hardly has a smell at all.
Boss, the intel team member you extracted is gonna be okay. All thanks to your quick actions. He keeps muttering the same things over and over. About the pathogen, and the old man who knows how to treat it. Code Talker. He even told us where he is. This is our only lead, boss. Let's go meet this Code Talker.
Skull ring wings. Shield.
Boss, you need to make contact with Code Talker, the old man who knows what the pathogen is. We have to stop this disease that's spreading across Mother Base. Select the mission on your iDroid.
Say it barely has a smell. But okay. The rank of S or higher. A weird description. Mission task, completion rate 30%. There's 2 different rewards for completing root cause with an S rank. Still not allowed to do deployments, right? Okay.
Boss, you need to make contact with Code Talker, the old man who knows what the pathogen is. We have to stop this disease that's spreading across Mother Base. Select the mission on your iDroid.
Wait, you can't sort them by name? Are you kidding me? You can't sort them by name? I mean, I know it's meaningless, but I really can't sort them by name? But that doesn't... Then the names I wrote down are meaningless. I can't find those people at all. Holy shit. Let's make a quick pass. I don't know if it matters anymore if we make follow-up quarantines of the additional Kikongo speakers. I don't want to look through all this stuff again. I really don't. But somewhere in here we've got, you know, 10 to 15 Kikongo speakers mixed in. Really don't. There was one. Hunting Basilisk. Walking Dad, hello.
All right.
Your dudeness.
Quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the infection?
Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Having a good weekend, hopefully. At least knowing there aren't many, you can click through most of it. Kind of wait for your brain to lag behind. I could go buy it, but possibly catch it. The Pashto still catches me a little bit. At least 6 names written down of people who made it onto base speaking Kikongo since the quarantine. I think maybe they're quarantining everyone at Fulton right now? Is that possible? And there would be only a few. There would be maybe the ones who were in the brig. They made it out of the brig. General population. Congo. Doom centipede. It's a good name for someone speaking Kikongo.
All right. We'll quarantine the staff you
Don't say it.
specified.
Don't say it.
Did you figure out what's
No.
causing the infection?
Well, holding together. The duct tape. Those guys are polyglots. It's part of the puzzle and the problem at this stage in the game. They do seem to. I don't think they all spoke all these languages when we recruited them. I think they've taught each other many languages. There are a few, like Goblin Moth right now, Villain General Pop, who speak a particularly dangerous
We'll quarantine
dialect.
the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the infection?
Leisure Badger. Hey, there's one. The new ones. That's what I should be looking for. Silly. Be looking for the ones with dots by their
We'll
names.
quarantine the staff you specified.
Of course,
Did you
because they
figure
are
out what's
new
causing the infection?
to the team. That is sort I can run. Status persuasion, recruitment. The creeping boa, newly recruited. Okikongo should mean that the rest of these guys are clear. Must make more sense to me if everyone we were recruiting now went immediately into quarantine no matter what language they spoke. And they stay in quarantine, and if they survive quarantine, we've still got Mad Cat, Talking Mustang Sunny, Mongoose, Devil Squirrel, Bullet Platypus. Yeah, a whole bunch of Kikongo speakers in the brig. Much to my frustration, can't do any more with what's in the brig. Good time? It's time to go after Code Talker? Code Talker. Alright, so this mission has two main parts. Approaching. Three parts if you separate infiltrating and exfiltrating the house. But larger part of the mission is on the approach. And the wormhole, the Fulton wormhole, the Ibis, that's not in this mission, right? But isn't there a connection? There a special animal as one of the objectives near maybe the waterfall in this mission. Could be something else near the mansion. We have to get to the mansion, and there will be an interesting encounter on the way there. Once we get to the mansion, we have to infiltrate and exfiltrate with Code Talker. Very cool mission. It's kind of a long one. Can be. And I think our initial approach is there like a high road and a low road? I think our buddy, either we can't bring one or they don't help much or something. I don't remember buddies being around during this, being helpful. Right, would we bring ED and let him point stuff out? Quiet in case things fall apart, get a little backup. I'm bringing D Walker for this. Edie? Special things we want to bring. Don't have any decoys. Got sleep and smoke. This right now is my standard loadout. The ARC does have a grenade launcher attached. I just haven't looked at the controls for firing it as a secondary ammo. Alright. Good to go.
Make contact with the old man known as Code Talker. According to the intel team member you extracted, he knows what the epidemic is and how to treat it. You'll find him in a mansion deep in the valley beyond the forest. He's a high-value target who's probably involved with Cypher's research. This information came at a heavy price.
Edie looks great in that stunt suit.
Security on site.
I don't really like the mask on the
Watch
other
yourself
one.
out there, all right? Make contact with the target, Code Talker. And if the treatment requires it, extract him to Mother Base. Be careful down there, boss.
All right. So we're gonna make our way, I think, along the ridge. Long ways to go. Do you hate the mission after this? Had so many restarts till you've done it? Is that the helicopter crash? Is that the one you're thinking of? We're clear for a minute before everything goes crazy. Nice, bright day. Sorta, it's not that bright. Bright compared to what it's about to be. Yeah, supply drop after supply drop of heavy weapons. Why were you restarting? For deaths, or were you trying to get it done a certain way? Climbing up on top of the hangar in that mission. Not completely safe, but it's pretty safe. That's... Did you climb up on the hangar?
No sign of the enemy. Judging from security in the area, I'd expect to see a patrol by now.
Checkpoint.
Missed. I have a bad feeling about this.
Button there.
It's the booty squad.
Is that... Boss, it's the skulls. Damn it. So Cypher is behind this. You see that?
That's awesome.
Sniper! Where are they?
I'm trying to get to the rock. I know there's a rock here. I'm trying to get to it, damn it. Now, maybe I should have tagged more of them first. You can get over to them, I believe. Do we need to do that? Possible to get over to them? Edie, you're gonna be in the way, aren't you? It's gonna be a problem. $200 meters. Gonna be some bullet drop. Nasty bit of bullet drop. Not good. Does that mean we're getting a close encounter? $236. Moving positions. Edie, watch out. $215. Gotta be pretty great distance. $79. Snake. Can't range it. Okay. There's a tree in the distance in the way, I think. Damn. Damn. Okay. Damn. More drop. Missed it. Missed it. Tree. Shit. That means she's coming? It does. And what? Then she snipes again? Damn. That's... Alright. Why would she do that when she could clearly finish me off?
Don't tell me you took them all out. That's incredible, boss. Our men can rest in peace now.
Is it possible to get to them? Okay. Can you CQC them if you sneak up on them? I think you can. Sound of them disappearing.
The target is an old man known as Code Talker. He's the one who knows how to treat the infection that struck
Need another
Mother Base.
hedgehog. We only have one back at base. We need another one. Might be lonely. It's your favorite mission in the whole game.
Code Talker is somewhere inside the mansion in Lufwa Valley.
Another one.
Find him and extract him.
I don't think we can go this way. I'm not sure. Can? Go behind the waterfall? Well, that's better. Challenging, long, has a lot of variety. I rather enjoy it too. Man, I love the little sniper battle. Even if it's predictable.
They know about that battle just now. You're right at the mansion. The target's close. Be sure to think this through.
Time for you to go to bed, Lamia. Thanks for hanging out. Sweet dreams. Catch you on the other side. Good rest of your weekend.
They're with the PF Zero Risk Security. Looks like they're already on guard.
Didi.
Why don't you try interrogating them? They might know the target's exact location.
Climb there. wanted, but I also want to check on these. Can still break them. They have little cages. Can't see where I'm aiming because the reticle's lost in the. Break those? Weird. Wasted a lot of time doing that with the lights. A lot of time. 40 meters. He's coming. Snake. Oh, we're screwed. Bone. Only you can. I can't jump over that shit. Do what I'm doing with this guy's body. I wanted to interrogate him somewhere else, but apparently I can't step up a small ledge or. Kicked him in the nuts. He's not gonna want to talk.
iDroid information updated. There's more than one entrance. How do you plan on sneaking in?
Does it count against? Let's say you were trying not to kill anyone. If you leave someone, he's not face down, but if you left someone face down in the water, this happened accidentally a while ago. Like that guy's gonna drown. Probably. Maybe? Maybe not. Uh-oh. Alright, never mind. I can't crawl under there. Found I'm on a bit of an alert.
CPF, de jullie je voor ons mannen is uitgevat. Hoor. De CPF, begrijp. Alleen heren, hou wacht en vind enige indringers. Uit.
Check it out. Volg mij. Get it.
Put out the candles when he stepped on them. Nice. Notice that. Throw. That's what I keep forgetting. If I'd thrown the body over that little fence, forgetting I can throw the bodies.
I've been waiting, Tilly. What should I say? Bedachochale.
That's him. That's Code Talker.
Look familiar? It's infecting my men. How do we
Silence. Or death.
What do you...
It could be in here. Stay quiet. Your life depends on it. Sit. The parasite has infected your band. Those are its larvae. They enter the throat and attach themselves to the vocal cords. They mimic the host's membranes flawlessly. No one can tell the difference. Upon reaching maturity, they mate. Sustained exposure to a particular sound triggers copulation. The resulting larva then feast on the host lungs, killing it. The particular sound is words. They attack only those who speak a certain language, not just one. I cannot say which language your parasites are attuned to. But silence is the best way to keep them from laying their children. This contains an herb that they dislike. Good. That should deafen them for a while. You have bought yourself some time. Speak.
Is there a cure?
Once symptoms manifest, larvae have already infested the alveoli. At which point, nothing can be done. There is a way to halt the onset, which would prevent infection.
I need your help.
He stole the ones I sealed away, forced me to do his terrible work.
Skullface.
Even a country like America sways in his wake. I could not defy him. The fate of Dene lies in his hands. However, perhaps the Nishia led you here. If my children have upset the Hojun of the world, it falls to me to set it right.
Hey,
You've secured the target, but he's too old to risk a Fulton extraction. Put Code Talker in the chopper and return to base.
walk in slow motion for the next minute.
Claims they are the dream of every ruler since the dawn of time. Teach them your enemy's words, then unleash them on his lands, destroying only those who speak his tongue. He calls them his ethnic cleansers.
Ethnic cleansers. That's what Skullface is after. In Zuya, Badiabulo was... Boss, he's gonna wipe every language besides English off the face of the earth.
Ironic, isn't it? They gave us language, and now they take it away. It is thanks to them that man first learned to speak. But now
So, I wonder... Edie knocked one of them out. Shit, that's not good. Heard what, the candles?
Attack!
That's pretty awesome, except for follow-up stuff. Good job, Dee Dee. Good job. That'll have to do. Come on, Dora.
They know you took out the skulls. No sense rushing things now.
Victims of the experiments. They were implanted without my knowledge. Even had I known, there is nothing I could have done.
Are the MIA intel team members buried there too? Bastards. They're gonna pay for this.
Where are we trying to get to? I'm just trying to get him out of the hot zone. That was a bit of a drop. Any reference to parasites? I don't believe so. There's no way I can get up here. What am I looking for? Yeah, helicopter, huh?
Roger.
Hopefully their helicopter doesn't fuck with our helicopter. Walking Dad, take care. Have a great rest of your weekend.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Right, play it loud, play it proud.
This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Scanning out.
Zip, zap, zoop. In here. There's a tank? Wait, did you see there's a tank on the other side? Not gonna get a glimpse, are we? By the bridge. Man, a tank there. mission.
All right, mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh?
So, was it getting spotted by the skulls? There no perfect stealth, no kills on that one? Was it the CQC with the skulls? I missed that last shot and then missed a couple more and then... I'm curious.
Boss, we found the bodies of the two missing Intel team members in Lufwa Valley. We knew we wouldn't get them back alive, but still, it's a damn shame. Don't let their sacrifice go to waste, boss. We need to stop the epidemic at Mother Base. That old man, Code Talker, he's the only hope we've got.
Sir Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hit Congo, Grey Ram. Frigid Goat, Kikongo. Alright, I really don't want to look through. Don't really give us the tools to effectively deal with incoming
Tell me how to
problematic crew members.
I hid the answer in a microbe this one carries. It turns the male parasites into females, preventing reproduction. One parasite infecting another. However, it doesn't affect only the parasite. It alters the host as well. Your infection will be contained. But you and your men will also be rendered infertile. That is the price you must pay to regain your speech.
That freak show back there. They the work of your children too?
A different strain from the vocal cord parasite, known as the one that covers. It acts as the host's skin, providing strength in exchange for nourishment. But I did not know those men were infected. They were forced to serve him, then steal my research. Have you seen one of their vehicles?
The Yellow Cake.
Captured a convoy they were escorting. Cargo, some kind of mineral.
What became of it? The metallic archaea.
Clouds ahead!
It's them.
Really weird how they do that. Only our memes. Genes are overrated.
Boss, are you okay? So the vocal cord parasites that have infected Mother Base, they're ethnic cleansers designed to silence those who don't fit into Skullface's worldview. We can't allow him to have such power. Go over the mission details and get going ASAP.
So until we get Code Talker back to base, we still have the quarantine issue. So we'll just let it go for the moment. I don't want to dig through and find more those last few Kikongo speakers, but Metallic Archaea. Light off the Skull's assault. DJ thinks it's the noob strategy to get up on top of the hangar, and maybe it is, but I don't have any other. So, any other suggestions? Say we don't go up on the hangar. What are some of the possibilities here? If you know the mission, you may know a lot more about it than I do. Usually call for supply drops of heavy weapons and or ammo drops and ammo drops and ammo drops and just the heaviest weapons I got. Maybe the hail and we have a few things to choose from. Cluster guided missiles. A Fakal. Use D-Walker, spam Gatling gun. Oh, I didn't think of that. I don't think I developed the Gatling gun yet. Oh, we got the basic one. Need the extra ammo. Anti-tank guided missiles. Seriously, D-Walkers, man. I mean, I you have 3 or 4 down. You can take your time extracting the first 3. Don't know if I can extract them yet, but then take out the 4th. Quickly Fulton him out. We could try. Try. But if you take them down, if we use the Gatling gun, if we use the Gatling gun, they're just toast. Right? You actually non-lethal? Suppose you can't use the Fulton launcher on D-Walker. Get them out of there. Hail, mag-loaded grenade launcher, or Fakal. Hail's harder to aim, Fakal's a little more direct. Procyon, I don't think there's any real distinction between lethal and non-lethal, because in either case they'll go down if you knock them out. I guess I just don't know. That's plausible. Cluster guided missiles. Wonder if they would run into mines. Would they run into tank mines? Mines do we have? Stun decoys. Petrol bombs. If I start placing these, I'm the one who's gonna run into them, you know, but Knock them all down and you win. They'll quickly vanish, making it impossible to extract them. I will try not to panic after I have 3 of them down. I will try to let my brain kick back in and see if we can do that.
Out ahead!
It's not weird how they let you go off on side ops before your helicopter crashes if you want. Give us a hug! We're going down! You're not gonna buckle in, boss?
Can you hear me? Are you okay?
I disappear for the cutscene, but it's basically us getting out of the helicopter.
It looks like you're surrounded by mist.
Didn't that mess with his arm,
Support
too?
chopper can't get close to your position right now.
Hurry! They are coming!
We can't start too much shit over near the helicopter either, because that's where Code Talker is hanging out. Don't want him to get hurt. Damn, look at those thighs. Okay, there's a little more to it, huh? This Kikongo. This whole time, Snake, you're just sitting there watching the...
quarry.
Skulls. So that mist is their work. We won't be able to send in another chopper for now. Boss, you'll
So
need to
let's say we don't
eliminate
go up the
skulls.
ladder.
We cannot lose Code Talker.
Then what? Am I trying to lose sight? Is that even possible? surprised I barely even tackled in there. I've just stayed on the rooftops plenty of times. I'm trying to do it a little differently here. If I can. I just feel like not climbing up on the roof. I may end up on the roof anyways. Possible. Definitely gonna need a drop. I don't think I've ever run so much during this that I really noticed where we were at Nova Braga, which is kind of cool. Better call for some sort of a drop. Maybe if I get up on the roof for a minute, I can at least call for that supply drop. Come on, snake. 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 Oh, you were talking about the extreme version. Okay. Not my running around like a new version. A wee bit of trouble. not really mean to... That was pretty awesome. I gotta go back up there for my ammo.
That mist is clearing. Great work, boss. I'm coming in on another
Oh, wait, I
chopper.
took two out at
Get
once, so I
to the LZ
certainly
and wait
can't
there.
do anything with them here, but now we couldn't extract them anyways. What about all these guys? We extract all of them?
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Have arrived at LZ. We'll stand by.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that.
Armor and mist powers don't disable S rank. Huh. Okay?
You gotta extract him.
Mist just invisibility. There's two guys on that wing. How'd that happen?
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that.
Suppose the materials containers are an objective. They don't look like ones I need.
You gotta extract him.
Keanu, think they're too small to actually work? Maybe.
Get in, boss.
Metals. Parasites.
Mission complete, boss.
Skullface is no longer in Africa. The nuclear test was a success. Now they turned their knives on me.
Satellites didn't read any test. Neither did seismometers.
The detonation test took place 5 years ago in the southern Indian Ocean. The final test was the opposite, to prevent detonation.
You mean?
Skullface plans to sell nuclear weapons that he retains control of.
It's not like hawking small arms to militias.
Indeed. He plans to avoid detection by exporting minerals containing tiny amounts of uranium in the form of metallic archaea. Once on site, the metallic archaea enrich the uranium and weaponize it. loaded onto all-terrain bipedal machines. They ensure any country, armed group, even the smallest terrorist cell, can become a nuclear power.
Bipedal. So that's why they needed Huey.
A nuke business to replace the arms business. And Skullface owns the market.
The very atmosphere of nukes, anywhere and everywhere. Deterrence on all sides.
So that's why he ran a non-detonation test.
Yes. Another metallic archaea instantly overrides the criticality generator. It fails safe only he controls. Any such weapon can be deactivated whenever he chooses, regardless of who owns it or their intent to use it.
Nukes. Controlled by a man, not a country.
If they proliferate, conventional nukes lose all value. Political, military, and economic. The two superpowers become powerless.
Okay. Code Talker.
The R&D and medical teams have come up with a proposal for a new suit that applies Code Talker's research. The Parasite suit. Apparently, it can recreate some of the Skull's unusual abilities. But in order to use those abilities, it needs parasites. If you want to wear this suit, you're gonna need to get a hold of parasites by extracting skulls.
Now we could do that. So if we went back and replayed the Code Talker mission, the 4 Skull snipers, we'd be able to extract them, right? Can you replay that over and over and over and over and over for parasites? Is that workable?
We need to stop the epidemic at Mother Base.
About the pathogen spreading through Mother Base, what's your opinion?
Textbook symptoms of vocal cord parasite infestation. And judging from this casualty list, it is the Kikango strain. Meaning, a breed of parasite that triggers symptoms upon detecting pronunciation specific to Kikango.
So how do we keep them from becoming symptomatic?
Use this. A type of Wolbachia. Introduced to a sample of the parasite. A parasitic bacteria that colonizes the parasites, turning male to female and preventing copulation. We must cultivate more.
Thanks to Code Talker, we've managed to put a stop to any new vocal cord parasite infections. We couldn't save those already symptomatic, but everyone who survived has been released from the quarantine platform. Skullface will pay for this.
Again with the truth serum?
What are those legs made of? Titanium? All the way to the femur.
Metallic archaea.
Sahelanthropus. Where is it?
What?
We have to know before his plan is complete. Sahelanthropus is the final piece.
What are you talking about?
If the Soviets break out a mobile, controllable nuclear weapon, East-West relations will be right back at the Cuban Missile Crisis.
The Cold War returns to life, as countries without nuclear arsenals line up for what Skullface is selling. Nuclear weapons proliferate overnight, and on the brink of annihilation, the world maintains its balance.
But we know this is all just a shield, a ruse.
The cleansing parasites are what matter most. A WMD to eclipse even nukes, and the only one that can still be used. Skullface is the world's greatest threat, and Zero's. The pieces are in place. All that remains is to unveil Sahelanthropus in Afghanistan.
They can't activate it without me. Okay, B-Zero. Sahelanthropus is beyond the Soviet base camp, in a lab built by the Soviet philosophers. That's what you're looking for. But I have no idea how he's controlling it. It wasn't designed to accommodate a human pilot. No! No! Wait!
We got word from Afghanistan. Everyone at the Soviet base camp's dead. No sign of fighting. Parasites. Skullface's men then headed north. The target is OKB-0. That's where he'll activate Sahelanthropus. Unless we stop him, he'll go down in history a conquering victor. We can't let that happen. Wipe him out. Don't leave any trace of his existence.
I'm gonna need backup on this one.
You'll rendezvous on site.
I forgot how linked together all this stuff is. Gotta love the Spurs. Yeah, I need a break. Tapes and breaks and... Holy shit, it's a tape dump. It's the tape dump from hell! Before I run off for a break, let me glance at status of things. And depending on which tapes are together, I might play tapes during the break. Go off camera or something. Bonus for not being grabbed by a puppet soldier. Staff, we have a waiting room again. Teams, R&D's at 60, Intel's at 62. It's kind of put them back where they were. Sort of nice. So maybe we don't need to rebalance all the teams. But I wonder if we don't need to do an auto assign. Let's see what's in the waiting room. We've got A's, mix. Don't see A pluses or... I think we're okay. Let's let me do a quick call in the waiting room. Gotta make room for people. Pick up with more skills. Ditch troublemakers. That real quick. It thins out the waiting room. All staff, sort by skills. Posters above the diplomats. Troublemakers. Panzer's in the brig still. Ashen Stallion. Gone. And in the brig, one troublemaker. Okay. Combat deployments again. Let's get those going. Helmets. Boys, mines, shotguns. Machine guns. Body armor. Shields. Flashlights. Shields. Okay, dispatches are underway. Tapes, let's see what they're broken into. They're broken into 5 groups. We've got 3, 4, 2, 2, and 1. I'm gonna start these. I'm gonna disappear. So we'll call this a break. He already took off. Thinking about cutting up the VOD later. We'll just cut it somewhere after these tapes. I'll see you back here in 10.
About the pathogen spreading through Mother Base. You've seen everything we've got on the outbreak. What's your opinion?
Textbook symptoms of vocal cord parasite infestation. And judging from this casualty list, it is the Kikongo strain, meaning a breed of parasite that triggers symptoms upon detecting pronunciation specific to Kikongo.
So our Kikongo-speaking staff are at risk?
Quite so.
He's right. All the victims do speak Kikongo.
So they can survive if they just use another language?
There is no guarantee. You're only dealing with the Kikongo strain. Other language strains may be present, You well know he was teaching them languages from all over the world.
The Devil's House. Nzoya Badiabulu.
There is no way to know how many strains he has at his disposal.
So how do we keep them from becoming symptomatic? You mentioned using microbes.
Use this. A type of Wolbachia. Introduced to a sample of the parasite.
Wolbachia?
A parasitic bacteria that colonizes the parasites, turning male to female and preventing copulation. You must cultivate more. What have you done with the infected bodies?
Cremated to stop the spread of infection, but we did keep a few for study.
Good. Take this sample, grind it to a pulp, and introduce it to the larvae now nesting in the dead. The Wolbachia will multiply rapidly within those larvae.
They're soldiers, not some petri dish.
Conventional cultivation methods will take too long. Extract the Wolbachia from those larvae and vaccinate your men. Kikongo speakers first. This is the fastest, surest way. No one is to speak a word of Kikongo until the Wolbachia are safely inside them. I will instruct your medical staff in detail on site. You have the appropriate facilities.
Yes, but...
Do not worry. I made a pact with your Bit de Jolone on the honor of the Dene. I speak no lies.
Keep an eye on him.
Will do. Follow me. I'll take you to the medical team.
Now, we must wait for the Wolbachia to multiply in the larvae.
How is the disease transmitted? If it's carried by insects or rodents, then...
There is no intermediate host.
So...
The vocal cord parasites lay their eggs in the larynx of the host. Most hatch and migrate to the lungs, but some are transported to the mouth through ciliary movement, mixing in with saliva.
Saliva. Droplet transmission.
Sneezing, coughing. Any food or water containing infected saliva. It would spread fast.
Indeed. And when the larvae migrate to the lungs, symptoms can resemble the early stages of a cold, making it easy to infect others.
Meaning a simple conversation would be enough to pass it on.
All right, so what happens after the larvae migrate to the lungs?
It is as I said before. They mature by feeding on alveolar tissue. It is only then that noticeable symptoms appear in the host.
And by that point, it's too late. He's infected everyone else. It's one hell of a weapon you've created.
That is what Blaga Ana wanted. Something that would spread easily. In truth, he's not the reason. But we will discuss that another time.
The Wolbachia have multiplied. We're preparing to extract them and begin vaccinating. But is this really the only way? Sure, it'll prevent infection, but the cost?
You would rather remove their vocal cords?
No. Tactical communication's a linchpin of what we do.
What if we were to ban the use of Kikongo?
Insufficient. First, there's no guarantee that only the Kikongo strain is here. Second, there is the matter of how the parasites lay their eggs. Before they can copulate, they must be exposed to the pronunciation of a specific language for a period of time, like a container filling with water. But the duration between when the container is full and when the copulation actually begins varies from case to case. In other words, even if the infected stop speaking as a countermeasure, it may already be too late. The only true solution is to prevent copulation through the Wolbachia. or by physically removing the affected tissue.
Do any anti-parasitics work?
It sounds as though you have already tried.
Yeah. We tried every one there is, and nothing.
I have yet to find a medicine that can remove the parasites. At best, it temporarily covers their ears.
Why is that?
Because the parasites are companions to us. To remove them inevitably harms the host.
Companions?
More than you think. And this is why the human immune system cannot eliminate them.
We've inoculated the staff with Wolbachia to keep them from becoming symptomatic.
That should also contain the infection.
How did this happen in the first place?
It has to have been a Cypher spy within our ranks.
If this is so, then why the Kikongo strain? If their intent was to wipe you out.
Skullface said the remaining English parasite was close to the boss. If this latest strain was his doing, he wouldn't have tipped his hand.
It is possible someone brought eggs onto the base without knowing. Stuck to their shoes.
Yeah, it wasn't 10 minutes,
clothing.
but we got a lot of tapes.
That makes the most sense
I
to
got
me.
some more menuing to do.
And where did the eggs come from?
You mentioned that your boss visited Nzoya Badiopulu.
Sure, but his gear's disinfected immediately upon return.
Then he was not the carrier.
And not just the boss. All staff dispatched to high-risk regions were quarantined on the flight back. When the symptoms first appeared, we checked and disinfected all equipment used up to that point. Any and all prisoners, soldiers, materials, and animals extracted during missions were also quarantined.
So, that just leaves...
I have seen children around here. Where are they from?
All over. Some were being held hostage at a mine. Then there were the troublemakers at Bwala Yamasa.
Bwala Yamasa?
Yeah.
Their clothes, their things. Did you burn them?
They're just kids. We couldn't. And besides, not one of them's shown symptoms.
The parasites don't infect prepubescent hosts. Their vocal cords are not fully developed.
Well, if infection doesn't occur in children...
It is possible they carried eggs on their clothes, and the infection spread from them.
Check the kid's stuff.
I doubt there is any trace left by now.
But if there is, some of those kids must be close to hitting puberty. How could we have missed this?
Skulls
the name
machete?
Bwala Yamasa got quite a reaction from you.
Vehicles?
I'm guessing the Kikongo strain was released in that village.
Cypher used that region to experiment with vocal cord parasite transmission. The Kikongo strain. The settlements around the refinery upstream of Bwala Yamasa were the proving grounds. They would infect one villager, then record transmission speed. Dangerous work. If they failed to contain the infection, it would slip into the surrounding regions.
At which point the world found out about the parasites, making them useless as a weapon. Incredible they'd risk such a thing.
The test site was densely populated too. A terrible place for such experiments. No doubt, they thought burning everything would wipe away all traces. The settlements were covered in oil anyway. Who would wonder if one day they caught fire? And so it did. They burned it all. Living and dead.
Those remains.
But they miscalculated. Transmission speed was far faster than anticipated. It may have been the temperature, or hygiene standards, or perhaps the parasites reacted quickly to Kikongo. Whatever the reason, nearly all villages
I don't
were
have to
swiftly
explain it,
infected,
but there must be a
and
reason.
the settlements reduced to mounds of corpses. Making matters worse, the dry season was ending. When when it came time to burn the village. The Moneni River had swelled. Many of the bodies were waterlogged.
Meaning they didn't burn completely.
The corpses still contained viable eggs, and the larvae washed downstream. And when the people downstream drank that water,
that marked the end for Bwala Yamasa.
I learned all of this at the mansion. I warned him of the risk of eggs getting out.
And?
We are prepared for any
I missed the specialist a couple missions
I get
back.
it. Putting the oil field back online. The oil leaks, saner. They plan to pollute the river. Prevent the spread of infection.
But the oil flow was stopped. And downstream, the people of Masa Village started using the water again. The PF soldiers deployed at the village were locals, spoke Kikongo. They were infected, and the kids survived.
I've heard enough.
And who stopped the flow of oil?
Don't.
We did.
That confirms it. The source of the Kikongo strain infection was Masa Village. And the children brought it here. It is no one's fault. There is no blame to be cast.
The parasites, they were tested in other regions?
Their physiology requires that they be tested under varied conditions. Another test site was in Afghanistan.
So it was the parasites there.
Both the Pashto and Tajik languages are spoken in the mountains of Afghanistan. And population
We could
density is
plan
low.
a side out before playing the rest.
Testing grounds for how accurately the parasites target only the specified language. It is also relatively easy to prevent the spread of infection.
And the results?
The first test, I am told, was a success. Once the Pashtun Mujahideen were infected,
That will probably wait for the next stream, maybe. So
they were all but wiped out.
Side ups from here.
The Hamid fighters at Smasei Fort.
It was doubly successful.
Could be some more
No
open up.
Tajik Mujahideen or Soviet soldiers became symptomatic.
They don't. We'll
So
go.
the parasites
Skullface.
proved to be effective. What about the second test?
Also supposedly a success. A Pashtun village was the target. However, the original aim was to obtain samples of the infected. In this, they failed.
And the village?
The Soviets enacted a standard scorched earth operation.
That must have been the village where Malak lived, before being held captive at La Marjate Palace.
Having had more time to think on it, the details shared with me may have been false.
Stop it at the end of this tape.
They are madmen who would do anything to cover up the truth.
They certainly seem to like tossing their problems in the fire.
As a boy, Skullface's life went up in flames. Perhaps that is what fuels his fixation with fire.
Alright. How long was that one? 4 minutes? X of Wolbachia. We'll, let's get on the ground. If it'll let us actually run a side op before going after Skullface, let's do that. And let's see if any other side ops open. If not, we'll head to OKB 0. But I'd kind of like to go low key for a minute. We just ran a series of missions, got a huge story dump, we got more tapes to listen to. Just as soon we just chill a little bit. Skullface would be a great way to start another stream anyways.